Good evening, Vishal bhai.
Good evening. I think we'll start the discussion, the webinar right now. The main purpose of this webinar was to make you aware of the language that we use. Some terms that we use: red flags, green flags, compounding, EMA. Then we use terms like closing, daily closing, weekly closing. Sometimes even monthly word called monthly closing is used. So a lot of you who are new to the group have difficulty in understanding what these terms are. We have explained this before, but I thought we will do this so that once and for all, for you guys, it will be very easy to understand and to understand the message that we are giving and to implement those things in your package, in your daily action. Okay. So guys, it will be great if you can mute, please. Some of
meeting. Sher Khan.
Guys, can you all mute, please? Yes. So the terms, mainly let us directly come to the terms that we use day to day. The first and the foremost term that is used in most of the message is daily closing. So let us have a look at the candle. This is what we call a candlestick, right? Now, when a candle is bullish or green colored candle in a chart, what it indicates is that this is the place where the price of that particular stock was when the stock opened, when the market opened. And this is the price. You can see the arrow over here. This is the price of the stock when the market closed. So it opened low and closed at a higher place. That's why it is a progression. That's why it is a positive candle. And this place of candle is where you should see the price as closing price. You can see sometimes a wick, like there is a flame in the candle. That kind of structures are there on the candles, like this, like what you see over here, green colored. So this is called the upper shadow or the wick. What it means is that price tried to go as high as this, but it could not sustain that price and it fell down somewhere over here. This is the time, the real body is the place where most of the time the price was during the day. And this is where it tried to go, but that low price also could not sustain and it was easily pushed in the body of the candle. Okay, so this is what happens on a positive day, on a day when there was progression in the stock price. Now what happens when the price is coming down? On that particular day, what happens is, this is the price, this is the place where when the market opened, the price of a particular company was. We'll see this in some chart. First, just try to understand the theory. So this is the place in a candle where the price of the stock was when the market opened. When the market closed, this is the place where stock of the price was. Okay, so it was a degradation. The price has decreased from here to here. So that is why it is a red candle. That is why it is a negative candle. Sometimes it may happen that the price has gone as high as this and then it came over here back to the opening price and it went as low as this, but it came back to the real body. But more or less, it stayed within this range and it opened higher and closed lower. So it is a red candle or a negative candle, right? So this is what happens in a positive candle. The closing is over here, okay? And in the negative candle, closing is over here. So when we say, when you read in the message that buy above 57 rupees daily closing, what it means is that when the day closes, जब दिन खत्म होता है, उस टाइम पे ये जो क्लोजिंग प्राइस है वो 57 के ऊपर होना चाहिए, तो आप वो स्टॉक खरीद लो. बाय अबाउ रुपीज एक्स डेली क्लोजिंग. तो ये डेली क्लोजिंग हो गया. हम चार्ट में भी देखते हैं इसको. विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड द प्राइस शुड स्टे अबाउ दिस ऑन डेली क्लोजिंग. तो वो आप इधर देख लो. इट इज टेकिंग सपोर्ट एट दिस प्राइस. तो नेगेटिव कैंडल हो रहा है, नीचे जा रहा होता है, तो आप देखते हैं कि इधर सपोर्ट लिया कि नहीं. तो सपोर्ट में क्लोजिंग के ऊपर होना मतलब somewhere over here the price is. Okay, so this is one of the most important aspect which all of you all should know and understand in the message. So I hope this is clear. A positive candle क्या है? कभी कभी ये नहीं होगा, ये जिस कभी कभी ऐसी भी कैंडल होती है जिसमें बॉडी बहुत छोटी होती है और ये वीक बहुत बड़ी होती है, उसको हम डोजी कैंडल बोलते हैं. Most of the candles you will see, this part will not be there. There will be real body and there will be a wick like this. Or in negative candle, this wick will be not there. There will be real body and a wick below the candle. Okay. When there is wick on both sides of the candle, when there is wick on both sides of the candle, it is called a doji candle. Doji candle का मतलब होता है market decided नहीं है. Market is undecided which direction to go. बट ग्रीन डोजी है तो थोड़ा पॉजिटिव बायस है और रेड डोजी है तो थोड़ा नेगेटिव बायस है. दिस इज व्हाट यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स ये कैंडल होगा, ग्रीन होगा तो इधर बॉडी होगा और उसके ऊपर वीक होगा. नेगेटिव कैंडल होगा तो ये बॉडी होगा और उसके नीचे एक वीक होगा. ओके, सो क्लोजिंग प्राइस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस. The most important price that we look at is closing price. This is the most important thing which I wanted to convey you. We will see the implications of this in the chart very shortly. But अभी जो मैंने समझाया, अभी तक जो समझाया, I hope आप सबको समझ में आ गया. Just someone can unmute and give me the answer. If there is some question regarding this, ये पॉइंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था समझना. तो अगर कोई क्वेश्चन इसके रिगार्डिंग है तो आप प्लीज मुझे अभी पूछ सकते हैं.
विशाल जी, महेश, so these candles nowhere indicate the volumes, right?
No.
Okay, so the length
वॉल्यूम्स
of the...
कहाँ देखना है चार्ट में, वो मैं अभी आपको, हम चार्ट खोलते हैं. ये खाली ये आपने समझ लिया तो चार्ट खोलते हैं, उसमें हम देखते हैं वॉल्यूम कहाँ देखना है, कैसे देखना है, कहाँ पे होता है, वो मैं अभी आपको दिखाता हूँ चार्ट में.
विशाल, दिस कैंडल width, what does it indicate?
पार्डन सर?
कैंडल का जो width है ना, wideness, वो क्या बताता है?
सर width जो है वो तो मोर और लेस सेम रहता है. उसका जो लेंथ है,
लेंथ तो बराबर है, आपने समझा दिया, पर ये जो width का कोई मतलब है कि इट इज स्टैंडर्ड?
no, width is standard. We'll just see in the practically in the chart. जो कैंडल स्टिक्स हम देखते हैं वो हैं either Heikin-Ashi और more often than not it is normal candlesticks that we take. Normal candlesticks जिसका हम चार्ट देते हैं हमारे हैप्पी कैंडल्स ग्रुप में, तो उसमें तो विड्थ जो है वो ज्यादातर स्टेडी रहता है. हाँ, उसका हाइट वेरी हो सकता है, विड्थ विल बी द सेम.
Okay. Okay.
एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस ऑन दिस सब्जेक्ट? वरना हम इसको चार्ट पे देखते हैं। ये चीज जब आप चार्ट पे देखोगे ना ये कैंडल, तो आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह समझ में आ जाएगा। शैल वी मूव टू द चार्ट?
Yes, yes.
ओके। अब हम इसमें एक बहुत अच्छा चार्ट देखते हैं। डाउ जोन्स का चार्ट मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। आज पॉजिटिव खुला है, वो भी एक देखने में आ गया, तो कल भी हम थोड़ा और प्रोग्रेस हमारे मार्केट में देख सकते हैं, ऐसी मुझे उम्मीद है, क्योंकि आज डाउ भी पॉजिटिव थोड़ा खुला है। ओके, सो नाउ coming to the candles. Okay, ये चार्ट सबको दिख रहा है?
Yes, yes.
ओके, तो इसमें देखो जो मैंने बताया था वैसी ही कैंडल है। ये वाली कैंडल पे हम फोकस करते हैं। थोड़ा मैं जानबूझ के विड्थ बढ़ा रहा हूँ, विड्थ सबकी सेम हो जाएगी। विरल भाई ये देखिए, मैंने अभी विड्थ बढ़ाई है, तो सबकी पैरेलली विड्थ बढ़ रही है, राइट? So width, size of the candle, yes, it indicates lot of things, but width of the candle तो almost सब जगह आप देखिए तो सेम ही है। ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू these candles, जो हमने उधर अभी सीखा वो हम इधर देखते हैं। तो ये कैंडल जहां पे मेरा है अभी एरो, 20th सितंबर का कैंडल एक क्लासिक नेगेटिव कैंडल है, क्लासिक बेरिश कैंडल है। वो आपको दिख रहा है सबको? देखो ये ओपनिंग प्राइस था उसका, राइट? ओपनिंग प्राइस क्या है इधर? जब मैं एक कैंडल पे एरो रखता हूं ना, तो ऊपर उसके सारे कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स इधर दिखते हैं जहां पे मेरा अभी एरो है। प्लीज सब ध्यान से देखना, ये ओपन, ये हाई, ये लो और ये क्लोजिंग। ओ का मतलब होता है ओपन, एच का मतलब होता है हाई, एल का मतलब होता है लो और सी का मतलब होता है क्लोजिंग। अब मैं 20 सितंबर की कैंडल पे आई विल पुट एरो ऑन 20th सितंबर कैंडल। सो व्हाट डज इट से? कैन समवन रीड इट फॉर मी? At what price did it open? Please someone unmute and tell me.
34459.72.
करेक्ट। तो ओपन यहां पे हुआ, ये देखिए 344,597 पे ओपन हुआ होगा, राइट? 344,597। ओके, फिर क्या हुआ? क्लोज कहां पे हुआ है? हाई कहां तक गया? ये हाई था। हाई कहां तक गया है? 341950। तो ये उसका हाई था यहाँ पे 34, और यहाँ पे उसका लो है।
Move to the next date. You have moved to the next date, Vishal bhai.
हेलो,
Go back to, yeah, I think you have moved to the next
ओके,
date,
सॉरी
next
सॉरी
date.
सॉरी,
Yeah,
ओके
yeah.
ओके ओके,
There is no wig on the higher side. Both the
या
opening and
ओके,
the
फाइन फाइन।
higher side. Yep.
So here the low is 33613. So you can see over here the low is the lower wick. It extends to this place and that is 33614. थोड़ा बहुत inaccuracy है, that is in my drawing, not in the candle. Okay, थोड़ा इधर हो जाएगा तो 316 जो उधर लिखा है वही हो जाएगा, but the inaccuracy जो भी होगा वो मेरे ड्राइंग में होगा, कैंडल में इनएक्यूरेसी नहीं होता है।
So the
सो दिस
absence
इज
of
द बॉडी, और यहाँ पे क्लोजिंग हुआ है। क्लोजिंग क्या लिखा है इधर? सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट वो है, आप देखो तो 33970, और इधर आप क्लोजिंग पे आप लेके जाओ इसको, तो दैट विल बी 33974 दिख रहा है, पर इसको थोड़ा हम लोग एक्यूरेट करेंगे ना, और तो वो 33970 ही होगा। अब हम पॉजिटिव कैंडल देखते हैं। तो पॉजिटिव कैंडल पे मैंने अभी
one
एरो
second,
रखा है,
Vishal bhai,
which
Vishal bhai.
या
Yeah, the absence of wigs means the price movement was just within the
absence of
opening
wick
and
means
closing.
that it is purely negative. I'll show you a doji candle also. I will show you a doji candle also where market is undecided. There the wick can be on both the sides. When wick is on both the sides, it is called a doji. Usually classical dojis have very small body. देखो ये इधर है, ये जो है 29 सितंबर का कैंडल है, 29 सितंबर का जो कैंडल है, इस टाइप के कैंडल को डोजी कैंडल बोलते हैं कि दोनों साइड वीक है, बॉडी बहुत छोटा है, इधर भी वीक है, इधर भी वीक है. तो मार्केट इज गोइंग अप, गोइंग डाउन, फ्लक्चुएटिंग. इट इज नॉट एबल टू डिसाइड व्हाट टू डू, बट इट एंड्स ऑन द लोअर साइड. तो वो हो गया एक डोजी कैंडल विद नेगेटिव बायस. जब एक ये कैंडल है जहां दोनों साइड वीक है बट ग्रीन है, उसका मतलब है इट इज अ डोजी undecided, market is undecided but with a positive bias. This was again undecided with a negative bias. Undecided है तो there is a chance कि next day एक green candle भी हो सकता है, जो कि आज अब भी डाउ खुला है और आप देख सकते हैं कि 121 पॉइंट अप है. That is around 4% it is up, and today it is giving a bullish candle. So far in the last candle over here, that is today's candle, live candle. Okay, so far there is no doji. This is positive bullish candle is going on. It went as high as high 34190, but it is not able to sustain so far 34190, and right now the price is 34122. Okay, 122 123 something like that. तो ये हो गया हमारा कैंडल और ये हो गया हमारा वीक और ये हो गया पॉजिटिव कैंडल और नेगेटिव कैंडल. सो व्हेन आई से सपोज वी कम टू एग्जांपल ऑफ सम शेयर. ओके, HCI शेयर हम कोई देख लेते हैं. और व्हेन आई से, कोई आप मुझे पढ़ोगे ONGC के बारे में मैंने क्या लिखा था कि ये क्लोजिंग वाला आप कोई ये ढूंढ के मुझे को बता सकते हो कि व्हेन आई हैव आस्क्ड यू गाइस के after closing above this you can enter. Some call like that which I might have given. Okay, fresh entry compounding can be taken for target when it gives closing. ये Marico Industries आप देखो. Let us see the chart of Marico. What I have written in Marico a few days back, what did I write? That entry can be taken after closing above 552. Okay, 552 के ऊपर जब क्लोजिंग हो गया, इधर मैंने एक रेजिस्टेंस देखा था और मैंने क्या लिखा है मेरे मैसेज में. You can see the message dated that is yesterday's message of Marico, which I had sent yesterday night or something at around 2:10, maybe afternoon. Night WhatsApp was not working. Yes, so yesterday afternoon I have sent them. Can you guys mute please? किसी का आवाज काफी आ रहा है. Priyank, lot of noise is coming. Thank you. Okay. So what I was saying is that Marico, I had said that take entry after closing above 552. So here yesterday what has happened? Did it close above 552? Did it close above 552? Yes, it did close above 552. So today morning you can take entry in this. Okay. Any questions? Any questions regarding this? क्लोजिंग के बाद लेना वो समझ में आ रहा है? Any questions, guys? This is very important for me that you understand this. That's why I am repeating again and again. Now see, sometimes what will happen is in the morning, say I have told here that take entry above 552. And in the morning itself, for example, we'll take some other this thing. Okay. For example, say I would have said that take entry in IG Petroleum above. I did not send any message. I would have if yesterday WhatsApp would not have been down. But anyway, for example, if I would have told you guys, take entry in IGPL above 772. Okay, 772 closing. Now understand this point, very important point. If I would have told you guys, take entry after 772 closing, okay? And today itself, if you would have waited for the closing, this ran away from 780 to 925. So will you wait for closing? Yes or no? What should you do in this case? I want answer from you guys. For example, I have written in my message, let us say it is a hypothetical situation, that in my message I have written take entry in IGPL after 780 or 800 closing. So you will wait for the day to finish and the price to close above 800. But by then the price over here has gone to 952.
So you must buy.
So exactly, sir. So what happens is here you see that okay, it has crossed 780, it has gone to 800, and volumes are also very good. Above average volumes are there. Then you can make an assumption. ये नीचे जो है, महेश जी आप पूछ रहे थे, let me first explain this. ये नीचे जो है ना, ये सब जो मैनहट्टन दिख रहा है ना, ये वॉल्यूम है. ओके, उसका ये कैंडल से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. उसका अपने आप में एक सेपरेट इधर चार्ट में हम जब इंडिकेशन डालते हैं तो आता है. इन मोस्ट ऑफ माय चार्ट्स यू विल फाइंड दिस. सो नाउ कमिंग बैक टू दिस हाइपोथेटिकल कॉल दैट आई हैव गिवन कि भाई 780 800 के क्लोजिंग पे एंट्री लो. बट इन द very first hour you see that 800 has been achieved. The price has gone to 805 810. And if the volumes are also very good, and if you feel कि नहीं अब तो इधर से ऊपर ही जाएगा और ये प्राइस के ऊपर क्लोजिंग दे देगा, तो इवन अगर क्लोजिंग नहीं हुआ है, even if the closing has not happened, you can still take entry. You need not wait for closing in most of the cases. Is this point clear?
Yes, yes. Yes, go ahead.
Guys, only few people are answering. But I hope you understood what I am trying to say over here. Okay? That when I say closing, it does mean कि दिन के अंत पे ये प्राइस के ऊपर, at end of the day, the price should be above this. But at half stage of a day, or after first couple of hours, or at 2:30, if you realize that no, now price is going to stay above the level which Mr. Vishal has indicated, or which above the level which Happy Candles has indicated, in that case, you can even take entry before closing has been achieved. I hope I'm very clear on this. So when you read take entry above rupees X closing, it does mean that closing is required for you to take entry above this. But if you see good volumes and you see that the price has grown substantially and now it will not fall below this, you can still take entry. I hope this point is clear. Now going back to what is support and what is resistance. Okay. The next points that we write that this is support, and this is yes, Mr. Brijesh. Brijesh, you have asked the question. What is the next day? It is below entry level. What is the next day? It is below entry level. Okay. So your question is, explain me if I have understood it correctly. That I say that, okay, take entry above rupees X. And the next day you find it below rupees X. Then what to do? Did I understand you correct, Brijesh? In this case, you will take entry on only a positive day. Or in the day, during the day, if stock turns positive, you can take entry. A thumb rule is never buy a stock on a negative day. Buy a stock only on the day that is positive. Only a day for that stock if it is positive. So next day, if it is below that level, you are supposed to buy above 552, and next day
एक और क्लास चल रही है अभी मैं वो अटेंड कर रही हूँ.
So next day, if the price is below that level, you don't take entry. Very simple.
I waste so much of time.
So what you will do is, you will not take entry, you will wait for it to give closing above level X. Is it okay? Pradeep, did you understand that? Sorry, the question was from Brijesh. Okay, clear. He says, yes, it is clear. Fine.
So
So now-
Vishnu, when you say positive day, you mean a green candle day?
Yes, green candle day. It is always advisable. It is not necessary. It is not necessary that 100% you should follow this rule, but more or less, if it is a successful trade, from the first day itself, you will start seeing fresh up move.
So
And if it is
Vishal
a
wants to
negative
say-
day, maybe it is followed by another negative day and followed by another negative day, and maybe it is a false breakout. So why to put our money on a negative day? You can always wait for it to cross the level and then you buy that stock.
Barabar. But this green candle is also happy candle. We call it happy candle.
So make sure, yes, correct, Viral bhai, that the green candle is happy candle, and then you can buy that stock. Very good point. Okay. So coming to the next point, a lot of times we write that this is the resistance and this is the support. So most of you guys, I think, know it, but for freshers, for beginners, see what is happening in this Dow Jones chart. Dow Jones was continuously increasing, and around 13th August, it reached a level of say high of 35,650. On the next day, again it tried to break this red line, but it did not. Then it came down, it took support of this green line. Again it rose up. Again it tried multiple times to break this red line. Okay, break this red line. Multiple times it tried to break this red line, but it was not able to break this red line. So what you call this red line is a resistance. Simple, like in electrical engineering, we say that resistance will not allow you to go beyond that level. So this red line right now is resistance for Dow Jones Industrial Average Index. Any line that is not allowing the stock price to go above a certain level is called a resistance. And any line which is supporting a stock price from going down is called a support. Over here you see this 33,614 is support. If you see my call regarding Dow Jones when it was falling, let me read that call. then I had written that 33614 or something is support. Okay. DJI. So what I have written about DJI in my last this thing, that let us have a look at the most important index DJI. 3 EMA DJI. If this support is broken, 30647.73 is the support, which is a critical support. If it is broken, then DJI can go to 33737 levels. So I was talking about some other support over here. If it is broken, then it was supposed to go to 336 or something. Okay. Dow Jones. There was some message. Here, this is the message dated 12th September, where I have written that 30, but the chart has changed after that. 33268. Anyway, so the price from which it gives bounce again and again, the price which is not allowing the stock to fall below it is called a support. Usually in the charts that I draw, usually in the charts that Happy Candle is drawing, red lines will indicate resistance and green lines will indicate support. So these are all the supports of Dow Jones currently. So understood, the volume is below. Red horizontal lines are resistances and green horizontal lines in our charts should be understood as supports. Okay. Now let us remove all these drawings, okay, and just focus on these two green and red lines. Okay, these two green and red lines. Now we mention in most of the message many times that 50 EMA. You can give any EMA is exponential moving average. If you want to go deep into this subject, we can go deep into the subject in some other webinar where we can discuss only about exponential moving averages and simple moving averages. Today, we might not discuss the whole thing, but I'll just define it as simple moving average is just, if I say 10 SMA, that means 10 days simple moving average. You take the closing of last 10 days and the average that you get will be 10 days SMA. If you call something as 20 SMA, it will be 20 closing days number divided by 20 will be 20 SMA of that stock. And if you plot it in the graph, it will be 20 SMA. Likewise, you have 50 SMA. Likewise, you have 200 SMA. EMA is exponential moving average. Okay. So EMA and SMA are very similar, but one is calculated exponentially on a logarithmic scale, and one is just simple mathematical average. We give green line. We keep in our charts, Happy Candle keeps green line as 50 EMA and red line as 200 EMA. Now, over the years, a lot of experts have found out that these EMAs, whether it is 50 EMA and 200 EMA, these two work as major supports or major resistances. So when a price is above EMA, whether 50 or 200, EMA works as a major support. When the price is below EMA will work as major resistance. So we have seen the horizontal supports and resistances, right? But this EMA is of those horizontal supports and resistances. You can see, just a minute, I'll take your question, just a minute. You can see this chart of Dow Jones. What is happening over here is Dow Jones moves ahead. Then it comes back, takes support over here. Over here, in this case, it has gone to test 25 September 2020. My arrow right now is over here, okay? My cursor. So it broke the 50 EMA and it took support at 200 EMA. Then again, it found support over here. Then it starts moving ahead. It is like, okay, हाँ, एक छोटा बच्चा होता है, वो जब पैदल चलना सीखता है तो 4-5-6 कदम पैदल चलता है, फिर वो पीछे देखता है ना कि हाँ मेरे मम्मी डैडी आ रहे हैं ना, ओके, फिर वो वापस आगे 4-5 कदम चलता है. तो EMA जो है उसको समझ लो मम्मी, वो स्टॉक के ज्यादा पास रहता है. और रेड लाइन जो है, ये रेड लाइन विच यू आर सीइंग ओवर हियर इज 200 EMA. वो थोड़ा दूर रहेगा. वो यार बच्चा है, उसको गिरने दो, थोड़ा गिरेगा, संभलेगा, आगे बढ़ेगा तो ही चलना सीखेगा. सो द रेड लाइन 200 EMA is father and green line 50 EMA is the mother. It will try to stay closer to the child. Okay. So sometimes if the mother support is broken, then it will take the father support. But you remember that if father's support is broken, we'll see some of the charts, then this will work as very, very big resistance for the stock. It will not allow the stock price to go above it. Okay. So what you can see over here is this Dow Jones index, it took support of its father or 200 EMA from over here. Then again it rose. फिर थोड़ा ऊपर गया, अरे बहुत ऊपर आ गया, मैं मम्मी डैडी बहुत दूर है, तो एक बार वो वापस आएगा, सपोर्ट लेगा, then it will go up. Now it has become so strong, थोड़ा चलना सीख गया. 1 साल का था तो पहले 4-5 स्टेप लेता था, अभी वो 2-1.5 साल का हो गया, 2 साल का हो गया, अभी उसको चलना अच्छा आ गया. तो अभी वो फादर का सपोर्ट लेने नहीं आता है ज्यादा. वो इधर आएगा, मदर का सपोर्ट लेगा, ऊपर जाएगा, मदर का सपोर्ट ले रहा है, ऊपर जा रहा है, मदर का सपोर्ट ले रहा है, ऊपर जा रहा है. लेकिन कभी ये मदर का सपोर्ट ले लिया, इधर उसने क्योंकि थोड़ा सितंबर में आपने देखो मदर का भी सपोर्ट तोड़ दिया बिकॉज ऑफ दिस एवरग्रांडे मेस. तो बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है तो बच्चा किसके पास जाता है? आई मे साउंड पैट्रियार्कियल, बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है तो बाप के पास जाता है बच्चा. Similarly, now Evergrande is a big problem or not, so Dow is trying to take its father's support, that is 200 EMA support over here. Maybe it will touch here or maybe it will move from somewhere over near, and once again now his mother's support which we call 50 EMA, it is trying to resist, right? ये जब ऊपर था तो ये support कर रहा था. But when it comes down, then this will become a resistance. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, it is not allowing the child to go away. नहीं, अभी तू गिरा है, अभी तू मेरे पास रहे थोड़ा टाइम. So I hope I am able to explain this concept of EMA. We will see this in context of some other Indian stock also. Just a minute.
Can I take a?
Yeah, I'll take question. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this SMA and EMA, they are done vis-a-vis a specific day. When I say 50 EMA, it's the 50 preceding days.
No, from today, 50 days.
From today, it's everything is backward looking only. There's
Yeah,
nothing forward looking on this. Yeah.
So if I put my cursor on this candle, it is 50 EMA with respect to this day. But this line which you find over here, where it ends, is the price of today. Okay.
Mm.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I like
Now
that,
let us see
mother
some
and
Indian
father
stock.
example.
There was a question of Asian Paints. Yes. Asian. So we'll see this in context of some good stock over here. Yeah. Let us have a look at Atul Limited, Atul Chemicals. You will see something very nice happening over here. Atul usually, yeah, one more thing, one more very important thing. You can see D written over here. Guys, a very important thing. Can you see D written over here? D for Delhi besides Atul
At the
here.
volume side.
Okay. So when you see D written over here in chart, D represents daily candle. So this price movement in a candle is of 1 day. So always look when the chart is given, whether it is a daily chart, I can change it to a weekly chart here. Now when I put W, at that time, one candle will represent a week's movement, एक हफ्ते का movement. Okay. And when I change it to a month, this one candle represents monthly movement. Okay. This one candle means 1 month. Whatever has happened to this stock in the time duration of 1 month. Okay. So most important candle will be for me the monthly candle. The decisions that you take, long-term decisions that you take based on monthly candles, positional decisions based on weekly candles, and short-term, mid-term duration calls on daily candles.
So how is the volume calculated on monthly candles, Vishal?
1 month's volume. For example, let me put this on monthly candle. Okay. And then when I put my arrow over here, say I put my arrow over here, you can see the volume over here is 113.65K. So that is the monthly volume. In 1 month, this many shares of this company have been traded. This is a 10,000 rupee share, so the volume is low. But if you see something like Axis Bank, for example, you see monthly candle will have 15.881 million shares traded. Okay. The smaller the value of the share, the more active will it be, more trading will it be. 1.568 million in Bajaj Consumer. Okay. So monthly, weekly and daily candles are most important for us. Then there are hourly candles, 4-hour candle, 3-hour candle, as you can see over here, 2-hour candle, 1-hour candle, 45-minute, even 1-minute candle. But this 1 minute, 2 minute, 15-day, 30-minute candle is important for day trading. If you are buying a stock today, right now at 9 a.m. and you want to sell it at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. you are buying, you want to sell it at 12 a.m. 12 noon, then you will go for 5-minute or 3-minute or 15 minutes candle. Most of us over here are positional investors. Most of us over here are long-term investors. So for us, daily, weekly and monthly candles are most important candles. Okay. So the things that we have studied so far, they are daily closing, you understand now. Stop loss, I will explain. Trailing stop loss, I will explain. Compounding, I will explain. EMA, support, resistance, red flag and green flag. Red flag is usually a term which we use when we want to express, Happy Candles wants to express some negative aspects of that company. Green flag, when you see a green flag written in the message, it would mean the positive aspects of the company that we want to talk about. So that is very simple, red flag and green flag. Uptrend, Positive trend is the same thing, negative trend. These all things I will explain now. The resistance, support, EMA we understood. Now coming to another most important point. That is stop loss. Okay. Stop loss, when we say, for example, you take this chart of Bajaj Consumer. Bajaj Consumer, we'll put it on daily chart. 1 day candle. For example, I had given, for
Vishal bhai,
example,
we can't see the chart, only the text.
okay. Now, can you guys see the chart?
Yes,
You
yes,
can see
Vishal
the
bhai.
chart, right? Okay. So, for example, you bought a Bajaj Consumer at 280. Okay, we are taking a hypothetical situation that you bought Bajaj Consumer at 218. Then it gave a very good run, fantastic run, and it went up to say 320. Okay. So when it went to 320, then I say that, okay, now because the price has gone up from this level to this level, now trailing stop loss is 291. So when price comes below 291, you can take a call of selling the share. Because from my reading of the chart or from Happy Candle's reading of the chart, maybe we feel that after it comes below 291, the stock might become a little bit negative. So once it came below this red line, you see it is falling, falling, falling. Then it came down below the 200 EMA support, 200 days EMA support. Then it tried to come above 200 EMA support, but now it is not able to cross 50 EMA support. Now, when we will buy it, when it is able to cross this 50 EMA support, and when it starts its journey back upwards, we might buy this stock. So when price of the stock has grown, then we give trailing stop loss. But when we give a fresh call, for example, it is the price of Bajaj Consumer is 215, and I will say Bajaj Consumer price 215 CMP, say buy about daily closing 215. So you will wait, okay, 215 के ऊपर closing आ गया, but this is a negative day. So we'll wait for a positive day. Positive day was this. The price is about 215, 16, 17. It is going up and up, and there is good volume. So you will take entry somewhere over here. And I might have written कि भाई अभी stop loss जो है that is 200, say 200 rupees. Okay. और इधर एक red line है, for example. The price is 200 is stop loss. तो जब प्राइस इसके देखो, जब कोई ब्रेकआउट हो रहा होता है तो देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी दैट ब्रेकआउट विल बी सक्सेसफुल, देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी दैट ब्रेकआउट माइट नॉट सक्सीड, राइट? सो इफ द ब्रेकआउट डज नॉट सक्सीड एंड द प्राइस फॉल्स, वी हैव टू लिमिट आवर लॉस. इन ऑर्डर टू लिमिट आवर लॉस वी कीप स्टॉप लॉस. कि भाई इसके नीचे जाएगा तो मैं बेच दूंगा, 10 रुपए का नुकसान हो जाए तो हो जाए, बट हो सकता है जो मैंने स्टॉप लॉस दिया उसके काफी नीचे चला जाएगा ना, तो उसकी रिकवरी भी मुश्किल हो जाएगी. तो हम लॉस करेंगे तो थोड़ा करेंगे, प्रॉफिट करेंगे तो ज्यादा करेंगे. अभी ये स्टॉप लॉस हिट नहीं हुआ, फॉर एग्जांपल ये 200 का, एंड इट स्टार्ट्स ग्रोइंग, तो हमने तो 215 में लिया है. अभी सपोज ये सिचुएशन है, द स्टॉक इज एट 320, ओके, और हम यहाँ पे हैं, समझो हमको आगे क्या होने वाला है मालूम नहीं है. टुडे इज से which is this date over here, 19th April 2021, okay, we don't know. Now this level 323 is a breakout level. हो सकता है इसके ऊपर अगर प्राइस चला जाता तो फ्रेश ब्रेकआउट मिल जाता और ये 350, 360, 380 भी जा सकता था. ओके, बट अगर इधर से नीचे आना चालू हो जाता है तो वी हैव टू नॉट लेट आवर ऑल द प्रॉफिट्स रूइन. तो हम क्या करेंगे कि एक स्टॉप लॉस रख देंगे कि ओके, मैं कमाया तो है 200 का स्टॉक, आज 330 हो गया, तो आई हैव अर्नड 130 rupees on this stock, almost 33, 35, 40% I have earned on the stock. So I will give 10-15 rupees back to the market. अभी यहां से हो सकता है ये ऊपर भी चला जाए 400 की तरफ, यहां से हो सकता है ये नीचे भी आ जाए क्योंकि ये रेजिस्टेंस है, ये मैंने पहले से मार्क करके रखा है या HCI ने दिया है या किसी ने दे के रखा है आपको कि भाई ये रेजिस्टेंस है. तो what we will do is we will ट्रेल अवर स्टॉप लॉस. जो पहले 200 स्टॉप लॉस था उसको हम 291 कर देंगे. भाई अब मेरा स्टॉप लॉस होगा 291. ओके, सो आई विल ड्रा अ लाइन ओवर हियर. तो नाउ अगर 291 को मैं पकड़ के चलूं, इधर से ऊपर जाता है तो ठीक है. अब ये प्राइस तो 291 के नीचे आने लगा, यहाँ पे तो नीचे आ गया, तो मैं इसको बेच दूंगा. स्टिल आई एम अर्निंग 70-80 रुपीज. 200 में खरीदा था, 280 पे मैंने बेच दिया. 80 रुपये जो नुकसान हुआ वो नफे में नुकसान हुआ. Whatever I lost in the profit. But I took a chance that okay, if it would have gone and grown from here, it could have grown to 400, 450. This is exactly what happened with Gujarat Alkalis. Gujarat Alkalis was growing and growing and growing and growing. Somebody, I think Bimal Bhai, asked the question in the special group, that is that okay, now should I sell, should I book profit? I said no, keep a stop loss, a trailing stop loss of 500. It has potential to go to 600, 700. So let us wait. You have already earned 200 rupees on this stock, so give back 20 rupees to the market. Maybe giving back that 20 rupees you can earn another 200 rupees. So that's why we take our stop losses ahead. When the price goes up, we take our stop loss also up. The process of taking the stop loss above is called trailing stop loss. Stop loss is to limit our loss, and trailing stop loss is to limit loss in our profit. Anyway, we are going to earn, but to take that elevated level of risk, we are ready to lose some small amount of our profit. That is called taking trailing stop loss. Trend is, for example, this same stock example we'll take. So this stock over here is in uptrend. When it is moving continuously up, कोई दिन negative होगा थोड़ा बहुत, कोई दिन negative होगा थोड़ा बहुत, so we call it uptrend. Over here, what is happening is right now it is in a downtrend. Usually when a stock is in downtrend, you will see this kind of arrows given by me. Okay, कि ये जब इसके ऊपर आ जाए तभी खरीदना. So the direction, general direction of the stock is downwards. It is giving lower highs and lower lows. So it is called a downtrend. What was happening over here? It was in an uptrend. It was giving higher highs. Every high is higher. And the lows are also higher. Higher highs and higher lows. It will move like this. But each height, each peak is increasing and its bottom is also increasing. So higher highs, higher lows is an uptrend. Lower highs, lower lows is a downtrend. So I think you have understood most of the points that we discussed, that we will learn by end of this evening. I think we have learned more or less daily closing, stop loss, trailing stop loss. Compounding is remaining, I'll tell you. EMA, support, resistance, negative trend, positive trend, uptrend, red flag, green flag. Now, compounding is a very interesting process. What happens in compounding is that suppose I have bought Tata Elxsi. Brijesh is asking, what is the red flag and green flag. Okay. In most of Epic Candles messages, you find that we mention that red flag. Red flag is negatives of the company, and we mention green flags. Green flags are positive points of the company. So red flags are negative aspects. Green flags are positive aspects. This we mention in most of the calls or new recommendations that we give. Now coming back to compounding. Compounding is not very difficult process, but it is not very simple process as well. What we mean by compounding is that, for example, let us take a hypothetical situation where I have bought Tata Elxsi last year at a price of 1300 rupees. Now the price goes up to 1600. Instead of booking profit at 1600, say I have bought 30 stocks of Tata Elxsi at 1300. Price goes to 1600. So instead of booking my profit at 1600, I see that the stock is in uptrend. I see that it is making higher highs and higher lows as seen in the chart some time back. So I will add some stocks. Compounding is also like pyramiding. In the bottom, in my first lot, I bought 10. Second lot, I might buy 8. So my average is still below the current market price, and I have added the value, added number of stocks, and invested more money into the same stock. Suppose price moves to 1900 now. So I had initially bought 10, then bought 8. I might buy 6 stocks now. So like a pyramid, I keep increasing my investment in the same stock while the stock is in uptrend. Is called compounding or pyramiding of the stock. Investing more money in the stock that is on an uptrend is called compounding. So when you see this message that above this level, you can do compounding. You see that written in many of my messages that, okay, this stock is, if it crosses this level, you can compound more. That is, even if you have X number of stocks, you can buy more stocks of the same value. But compounding usually, the formula gets skewed a bit if you buy more stocks while you are compounding. So let the base always be bigger and your compounding value should be like a pyramid. It should reduce with time. So your average buying price will always remain. There will be a big cushion between your average buying price and the current market price. So in case there is a fall, you have time, sufficient time to exit. Did everyone understand this? The concept of compounding. Another very important concept, which I thought I'll keep for last. So it is like building a pyramid by investing more in the same stock, which is in an uptrend, giving higher highs and higher lows. That is as simple as that. But sometimes you might get a feeling that, अरे यार ये stock तो मैंने 1300 में लिया था, अभी इसको 3000 पे भी लूं. But instead of putting more money in a stock that is going down and wasting your money by averaging or catching a falling knife, it is better to put more money in the stock which is growing ahead and going ahead. Right? That is the meaning of compounding. You will find it in some of my messages, and that is what you should do when you see that we are giving you a call to compound. You can, if you want, add more or invest more money in the same stock. So I
But
think
compounding is done only on an upward trend.
So your instruction is always going above certain value. Never
Yes.
if it falls below this value, buy this.
If it falls, when
Below certain-
the price is falling and you add, then it is averaging.
Ah,
When the price is going up and you add, that is called compounding. But averaging, we have different formula. A lot of people average when a price falls. I have always recommended, you can read in many of my messages, that don't catch a falling knife. If you will try to catch a falling knife, it will bleed your palm. And some people try to catch falling knife in the middle of their palm by buying stocks like Suzlon and Yes Bank. Right? So that should be avoided at any cost. Let the price fall, let it make a base, let it bounce from there. That is when we will catch it. That is averaging. Buy 20 rupees, 50 rupees higher, but be sure that the uptrend has begun. That is when you average. Okay, guys? I hope that all the points that we decided to discuss today are clear, and this will help you in understanding the calls that we give in a better way. And if you have any questions, we can have an open mic session right now for 5-10 minutes or 15 minutes max, and then we will call it a day. Or if you have any question regarding any stock which is in your possession, you can ask that, and then we will drop the call.
I have
Vishal, my quick
connectivity
one,
issues, so I missed out one most important terminology I wanted to learn. So it might be repeat for others, but if you could just speak only for 2 minutes on stop loss. What
Okay.
you were talking about stop loss, I got disconnected, and I know it's probably repeat for others. Just 2
See,
minutes.
we do most of the buying on technical grounds, right, Rama? So we catch breakouts. Many times, 60 to 70 to 80% of the times, we are successfully catching the breakouts. So the price of the stock is moving up. But we are not God. We are humans. And our calls might go wrong. And the breakout might fail. Or some catastrophe might happen sometimes. And there is some situation on border or something, some big disease comes up, some pandemic, some endemic, something goes wrong. Like Evergrande, which disrupted the market, some paper by NSE, which disrupted the mid cap and small cap rally a couple of months back, if you remember. So we are not in control of all the situations, macro situations, right? So if something goes wrong on macro, the breakout might fail. In those cases, you have to limit your losses. There are critical support levels which we have given. Say the stock price is X, say X minus 20 is a critical support level identified by us. So we say that if the stock price falls below this level, book the loss. That is stop loss. Mostly the call will be successful, the price will go up, but for some reason, if the breakout is not successful, book your losses. Anyway, 70% of the calls or 80% of the calls will be successful. So you will make money in those calls. So in order to limit the losses in the breakout calls that fail, we put a stop loss and we trail the stop loss. When the price goes up, we increase our stop loss, which is called a trailing stop loss. Clear? Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Any other questions?
Vishalji, Granules India.
So we are coming to the stocks question. I hope all these points are.
Yeah, if everybody's done, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I think there are no more questions, so I think we are. Brijesh, did WB's Wealth work on this principle? What is WB's Wealth, Brijesh?
This Warren Buffett compounding.
Pardon?
Warren Buffett's
Yes, yes. He always compounds at different level. Okay, so now we'll take 2 or 3 stop calls. We are already over time. I think we had decided 1 hour, but we are already 1 hour 10
Vishal bhai.
minutes. GG.
Global Spirit.
Global Spirits.
Yes.
Okay. Let us first do granules.
Okay.
Vishal bhai, Lawrence Lab possible.
I'll take 3 or 4 calls because I have some social engagements later in the evening.
No issue.
So I'll take 3 or 4 calls, and after that you can shoot the questions in the group. I know that WhatsApp will not. I hope WhatsApp will not go crazy today, and I will answer those questions in the evening. So granules, as you see, sir, granule is trapped in this triangle. Okay. So I hope that once the price comes above this EMA and it comes above 335, it will definitely go up to 350. And once it is above 350, I am hoping that it will go to 390 levels. But whether it is able to cross this triangle or this downtrend, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So once
Approximate
it
time
crosses, pardon?
Approximate time frame? No idea.
Time frame, really we cannot be sure. But right now the RSI, if you look at the RSI, it is moving in a positive direction. And also let me try to add MACD. MACD is also turning positive. So yes, the stock might give some uptrend in a short term. Okay. But I will advise you to buy it after it crosses the 50 and 200 EMA.
I have to exit actually.
What is your
So I was
buying
wondering,
price?
To check around 360, I think.
360, I think it will come soon. Sooner than later. But 360 will not be the time to exit. Then keep the stop loss at 350 and let it grow. I think if it goes to 360, it will reach 390 very soon.
Okay.
So first level is 335. If it crosses 335, you can do some averaging. Closing above 335, you can do averaging and bring your cost price down. And then wait for it to cross 350. And if it crosses 350 successfully, I think it will go to 380 level very fast.
Okay, Vishal bhai. Yeah. that's
Okay,
what I
then there
want.
was a question about Global Spirits. Let us do a quick one on Global Spirit. Global Spirits looks good. Had an absolutely fantastic run. A new investment in this, although it can go to 1600 levels very easily, but new investment in this will be little risky because it is far away from the supports right now. And 1669 is possible in a short term. Bridges.
Okay, clear.
Okay. But you can
Yeah.
keep your buying price is what?
Around 1100.
You can keep a stop loss of 1330.
1330. Okay.
Okay, trailing stop loss of 1330 and hoping that it will go to target is 1669.
Short term, huh? Okay.
Where is the
No,
resistance?
medium term. Medium term.
Medium term. Okay.
Okay.
Where is the resistance line on the stock, Vishal bhai?
Resistance line we have to draw. It will not be there. It will not come automatic. Actually, what happens is you get a when you open a chart, all these things are not there. Not even volume, nothing will be there. So there are ways to add those things. Rama, you are in the workshop, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we'll learn all that. We'll learn how to draw the charts and find the resistance and stop losses and determine the trailing stop losses, all that. I hope that by end of the workshop, you will be doing on your own. I'm sure that you will be doing all that on your own. The stock will mostly, the charts will mostly be, you know, something like will be like this when you get it. When you open some company stock chart, it will be more like this. But then you have to identify all the supports and resistances and adjust it according to the designs that you see, the Picasso drawings that you see every evening in my charts. They are, it takes 45 minutes to 30 minutes to make a chart. Okay, guys.
dedication
So
is
we'll
paying.
call it a day over here. I hope that this session was very helpful to you and it will help you in understanding the calls better.
I really liked your father-mother example for this EMA and SMA. Main key takeaway for me. Like,
So see, people
Vishal
use
bhai, why-
jargons, people use terms which and make investing, which is a very simple process, complicated. What I try to do is, you know, I try to explain everything in layman's language. I believe that investing is for all. वो बोलते हैं ना, everybody can dance, so everybody can invest. In countries like US and in countries like Europe, I have seen, you know, this is, I swear, this happened to me. I was working in a company and I had gone to US for some training, and I saw the export manager who we were reporting to and our janitor. These both guys, this happened to me in 2010. These both guys were discussing exponential moving average, and these guys were discussing moving average converging divergence. And I did not know in 2010, I did not know these terms. These were like music to my ears. So then after that is the time, after that I, you know, got into technicals and started learning things and read books, and then all this came to me and I started working on it. But I asked these guys that from where do you know? These financial things are taught to them from the school levels. That is the reason why 30, 40, 50% of these guys invest money in stock market directly or indirectly, 80% directly, 20% indirectly through mutual funds and other ways. So these guys are way ahead in small guys. Everybody invests there. And they have all this knowledge. I was investing in 2010. I was investing for 15 years by that time. But how was I investing? HDFC Securities has said something, buy. Sher Khan has said something, buy. Some guy on Z News has said something, buy. Some guy tells on our pan shop, अरे यार रिलायंस का प्राइस बढ़ने वाला है, इस बार बोनस डिक्लेयर करने वाला है मुकेश. So we buy on those kind of tips, on those kind of insider information. So, but then things happen in a different way, and slowly I started learning about technical things, and here we are today. Okay, guys. I
Yeah,
hope
good evening.
this was a meaningful webinar, and please give your reviews or in your respective groups if you liked what you heard today. Thank you.
Sure, Vishal
See
bhai.
you all
Thank
later.
Make learning.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vishal bhai.
My pleasure. And if you have some topics on which you want me to conduct future webinars, you can even drop those things. You can even drop those things in
One-
your group, and I'll try to do it.
So I don't know, Vishal bhai, if you will be the right person. Maybe you can cascade the news. how to use the app more effectively, the Sharekhan app.
We can discuss this offline. We can discuss this offline.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll connect
okay.
you to my operations guy. You already know him, Dasani bhai, and he'll help you.
Yeah,
So we
I
can
do
discuss
that,
this
but
topic.
more effectively. Yeah, more nitty-gritties of apps. Yeah.
Okay, we can discuss this offline. One thing is, right now our workshop is going on where I'm teaching these guys how to use not only Sharekhan but other apps like TradingView, like some others which they are using more effectively. So you can
Yeah,
join
yeah.
my
I
next
also-
workshop, and it will be very helpful. I tell you.
I use TickerTape. I don't know.
No problem.
Yeah.
I don't know about that app. Usually I use Trendline, TradingView, Sharekhan, and Money
Yeah, yeah.
Control, and these apps. We free versions of those
Okay.
apps.
Yeah, they all are same more or less.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.